Okay, so this is just something that really needs to be said at this point. What the hell is going on in the GPU market right now? I really don't know. Well, I mean, I know, but I'm still having trouble understanding it. Hello, by the way. So, for those of you who know what's going on in the PC market right now, and this has been going on for probably about almost 2 years now, maybe a year and a half. Basically, what's happened is that the rise of cryptocurrency mining has made it next to impossible to find good value GPUs. And for anyone who knows or doesn't know what a GPU is, it's basically the part of your computer that pushes frames and helps boost with rendering times in games and stuff like Photoshop, After Effects, things like that. Your computer can use your GPU to accelerate those tasks, and they're really good at it. They've gotten really good over the years. Back when AMD released the RX 480 and the 470 and 60, those cards were pretty much impossible to get at MSRP because they were just being instantly bought up by cryptocurrency miners who use them to accelerate their hashing. They were such a good value that the return on investment was so high on those cards that they just bought all of them up, and you've been basically unable to buy them for the last year and a half. And this happened with the 580 and 570, the 500 series. It happened with that too. Now what we're seeing is the same thing happening with NVIDIA cards, which is something that we haven't seen for a little while. That cryptocurrency miners are heavily going after the NVIDIA cards, which is unfortunate because NVIDIA has been really pushing the high-end performance recently, and Vega was doing pretty good, but you just can't buy that either. So in the last week and a half, there's been a sudden surge in the value of some of the cryptocurrencies, like Ethereum, stuff like that. So what's happened is that let's go over here. What's happened is that if I just look up, so we're on Newegg here. Let's go to components, and we're gonna go video cards, desktop video cards. Close enough. Yeah, gaming video cards. Let's take a look at this. So let's say we've saved up for the last year and a half to buy one of these cards. You can't. Okay, yeah. So let's see what we got here. We got 1060s for $400. Jesus Christ. The 1060, I think that the MSRP on the 1060, I'm pretty sure was, I want to say like 200-ish, somewhere in there, maybe 250. But $500 for a 1060 is ridiculous. Let's look up GTX 1070. This is where the main problem has just come out, that the 1070s are impossible to buy now. You can see that they're pretty much, all of them are out of stock, except for ones that are $900 and $1,000. That's an external enclosure, that doesn't matter. Yeah. So pretty much, unless you want to pay $1,000 for a GTX 1070, you're out of luck. And this is like unheard of on the high-end cards because they haven't been such a good value as some of the lower-end ones. But if even the 1080, this has happened to the 1080 as well, which and this, I just checked Newegg just one night, like the night this was happening, they were just disappearing off the site one after another. Look at this, $1,300, $1,300, $1,400, $1,400, $1,300. Yeah, this is basically as bad as it gets. Now, what's kind of funny is that if we go over to NVIDIA's website here, let's go Titan XP. The Titan XP, NVIDIA's highest end GPU. It's when it loads, it's $1,200. So basically, what your option is right now is to wait many, many, many months until this gets fixed, or buy a Titan XP. And listen to me, and this is totally true, and I'm saying this right now. The Titan XP is a better value card than the GTX 1080. When they released the 1080 Ti, they purposely gave it less VRAM so that the 1080 was, so that the Titan was still worth the extra money because you were getting more VRAM with it. The Titan X is a better value right now than the GTX 1080. Not the 1080 Ti, the 1080. Yeah. So here's the way that this is going to get fixed. Because what this is doing is this is destroying the PC industry. You cannot build a new computer right now. You just cannot do it. People are using their old cards. I have a GTX 970 down there. I could sell that for $700, $800. No problem. I paid $350 for it. I could sell that for double or more than double what I paid for it. Like 3 years ago. I bought that back in 2015. It's 2018 now. I could sell that for more than double the price. So here's what needs to happen for this to get fixed on its own. This is what needs to happen because this cannot go on any longer. This has been a problem, and we've been sort of able to deal with it up until now. Now it's a problem that we cannot solve unless the manufacturers, AMD and NVIDIA, not like Asus, not Gigabyte, not those guys, AMD and NVIDIA need to do something about this themselves. They need to change the architecture, change what's going on under the hood so that they lock out cryptocurrency mining. That's what's going to solve this problem and solve it fast. Because I'm not going to sit around and wait 9 months. I'm going to estimate right now. This is my estimate. 9 months from today. Today is January 16th, 2018. 9 months, I'm guessing things will start to come down. If the card manufacturers, AMD and NVIDIA, don't do something now to lock out this mining, no one's going to be able to buy their products. I mean, yes, I know that this is great for them because everyone wants to buy. They're selling so many cards right now. But the problem is that in the long run, you're going to lose so many customers because you didn't solve this problem. Your core customer base is guys who want to buy cards for gaming, not people who want to buy cards for mining. You're ruining your core consumer market here by not fixing this problem at the lowest level possible, or sorry, the highest, whatever. You're not fixing the problem. You're going to have a lot of customers just walk out the door on you. So here's what needs to happen. Bitcoin mining, I'm fine with it, but when it has a problem on the market, that's when it's not a good thing. So here's what you gotta do. On the consumer cards, you gotta lock it out. Lock it out so that people who actually want to buy them for what they're designed for can actually buy them. And then make some mining cards. Make cards that are specific for mining. You'll sell those just fine. But lock out mining. That will solve the problem. It'll solve it now, and it'll not destroy your customers. I mean, I don't know what else it would take at this point for this problem to be fixed. Because it's coming to the point where when I go to college in the fall, I'm going to need to build a new computer because I'm going into video production. And my low-power 4790S machine with a 970 in it is not where it is. It can't handle 4K. And I'm going to be doing all my work in 4K because this camera here can shoot 4K, and hopefully the Ursa Mini Pro I'm going to get eventually will shoot 4K, no problem. So I need to be able to edit in 4K. And if card prices are like this, there is absolutely no way that's going to be able to happen. It's just not going to be able to happen. So this problem needs to be fixed by AMD and by NVIDIA. They need to figure out a solution to this problem and do it themselves. I mean, yes, they're companies, and yes, they want to make money, but it's going to get to a point where they have to just suck it up and do the right thing. Because the amount of the PR disaster that they will get is if they don't fix this will be, I can't even imagine what it's going to be. This is a problem that these guys need to fix. And I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to take. What I think it's going to take is it's going to take the consumers standing up saying, fix this problem. We demand that you guys fix this problem. Otherwise, we won't buy your stuff anymore. Because we just can't buy your stuff. Until this problem is fixed, we can't buy your products. So I'm calling out AMD and NVIDIA. You guys are probably not watching this at all. But even if you are, this is your problem. You need to fix this. You need to fix this. You're ruining your consumer market right now. You are ruining this market and you need to fix it. I'm turning the Trump here, whatever. You need to fix this problem. Because we're not going to sit around and hope, oh, maybe it'll get fixed in a year. No. This has been happening, and it's been getting worse and worse, and it's finally at the point where GPUs just make no sense to buy. I mean, for people who need a new computer now, they're going to be buying like old AMD cards, like the older generation ones, like R9 290s and 280s or 7950s, stuff like that. They're going to be buying used stuff on Craigslist rather than buying a new GPU because it just doesn't make sense to do it right now. And you guys are going to be losing a lot of money off this. So this is your problem, AMD, NVIDIA. You guys better fix it. My monitor just turned off behind me. That's okay. Fix this problem, guys. And everyone, except the miners. Well, no, because if you guys come out with special mining cards, everyone will be happy. That's your job. Your job is to make money while making us happy, right? I mean, we're paying money to get good products from you. But when we pay money now, we can't get those products. So, figure it out, fix it. I'm done. That's all I'm going to say.